Right now it's 6. The Wisconsin Supreme Court's ruling that will affect thousands of UW health nurses. And the Boys and Girls Club of Greater La Crosse kicks off summer with some friendly competition.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off today. The man who killed his cellmate for being black has been sentenced to life in prison. Jackson Vogel is guilty of first-degree intentional homicide. He killed 19-year-old Micah Lorino at the Green Bay Correctional Institution last year. Vogel was already serving 20 years for attempting to kill his mother in 2018. Milwaukee police caught the gunman they believe shot 2 officers last night. Officers arrested the suspect around 2:15 this morning. One officer is hospitalized with non-fatal injuries. The other, a 32-year-old with 6 years on the force, remains in critical condition.
It's a sad situation. It's a sad situation. A couple weeks ago, an officer got shot in the leg. Right. Now you got this situation, and it's just the beginning of the summer. And it's very scary how this summer is going to turn out.
Police say the officers were shot in an alley while responding to a shots fired call. The public is paying respects to the Minnesota lawmaker killed in her home. Former House Speaker Melissa Hortman, her husband Mark, and their dog Gilbert were lying in state at the Capitol Rotunda this afternoon. They were killed nearly 2 weeks ago by gunmen in their Brooklyn Park home.
Well, it's an honor to be here. Melissa was just such a giving, selfless servant for everybody. And I'm especially touched by the loss of Gilbert. To me, that underscores how senseless this was.
The suspect, 57-year-old Vance Belter, also appeared in court today on federal and state murder charges. He is also accused of shooting and wounding State Senator John Hoffman and his wife inside their home. A judge postponed his preliminary hearing until next week after the suspect told the court he has not slept in nearly 2 weeks. The Joint Finance Committee is back to work on Wisconsin's budget with just 3 days left. Budget talks resumed today after hitting a roadblock last week when Republican senators balked at the spending levels. The committee was set to tackle more than 50 items, including funding for childcare, the UW system, and K-12 schools. Now, if they don't pass a budget by Monday's deadline, the state keeps operating under current spending levels. UW Health doesn't have to negotiate with its nurses union. That's the ruling from Wisconsin's Supreme Court today. This affects 2,500 nurses who've been fighting to get their union back since 2014. The nurses argued they still had the right to bargain for better pay and working conditions, but the court ruled today Governor Walker's Act 10 law took that right. You may remember Act 10, passed in 2011, stripped most public employees of their collective bargaining power. One nurse expressed her disappointment with the ruling.
Been a very long battle. We've been thrown a lot of punches, but we're still here. And our goal is to still get our union recognized and collective bargaining rights.
Justice Brian Hagedorn, writing for the court, said, quote, "When we examine the statutory language along with the statutory history, we conclude that Act 10 ended the collective bargaining requirements formally placed on the authority." Today, Senator Tammy Baldwin weighing in on the big, beautiful spending bill. She says it isn't in the best interest for average Americans and would leave millions without health care coverage.
In the Badger State, it will take health care away from over 250,000 Wisconsinites. That is like terminating care from the population of Green Bay, La Crosse, Waukesha, and Wausau combined.
Baldwin says she still doesn't have a timetable for when the bill will be voted on.
Well, definitely a nice day for Friday. Definitely refreshing to see some of the cooler air here, and we've actually had some sunshine in the afternoon. So definitely a nice change from what we've had earlier this week. In fact, a lot of these high temperatures are below average. We should be in the low 80s, so it was cool for this part of the end of June, but it is nice to feel the humidity levels come down and a little bit of dry conditions compared to what we've had all this week. So this evening, not seeing any issues. Less cloud cover, getting back down to 63 later tonight. Fairly comfortable conditions and lower humidity. Similar story for La Crosse too. Mostly sunshine before we clear out. A little few clouds later on. Still getting back down to 66 too. So overall, kind of getting back to where our average temperatures should be around the low 60s, a little bit cooler as you go further north towards Ladysmith, low to mid 50s, a little bit below average. Fog is a possibility tonight given all the saturated ground because we definitely had a lot of precipitation since Monday, over 6+ inches in some areas. So as we got cooler conditions and a saturated ground and light winds, fog is definitely a possibility. Regarding storms coming this weekend, yes, that system out to the west in Dakotas, that's going to play a role in developing round and round of thunderstorms until we finally get a cold front to come through. So we do have alert day conditions going to Saturday night into Sunday. So we'll break down those rounds of thunderstorms, the threat, and what it looks like going into next week. And of course, the end of next week, which is the 4th of July weekend coming up too.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Greg. Well, it's a milestone celebration for the Tomah Tractor Pool. The 50th anniversary event is bringing 3 days of horsepower, heritage, and lots of action to Tomah Recreation Park. Starting today, competitors from all over the nation will battle for points in the NTPA Grand National Championship Series.
It all goes back to the farming, based on kind of farming background and competitors, but people who are looking for horsepower and tractors, trucks, semis, little mini rods, this is a show to see.
This is one of the largest pulls in the nation, with 45,000 people expected to attend this weekend and 250 pullers competing. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater La Crosse celebrated all things summer today at West Salem Football Field. Hundreds of kids spent the day competing in water games, dodgeball, sack races, and even a tug-of-war challenge. They also got to scope out police vehicles and fire trucks with local service members. All in all, the event was about bringing all of the clubs together for a day of fun.
We're one big community, and we have clubs throughout La Crosse County. And it's just good to bring all of our staff, all of our kids from all of our different locations into one spot to have them have a fun day, play with each other, maybe make a new friend today.
The club with the most wins throughout the competition was awarded a Spirit Stick, and they'll of course have those bragging rights all year. The Big River Rally revved into La Crosse. The event brings riders from across the country to La Crosse. Today included a vendor market, stunt shows, and live music. Organizers say the region has some of the best river trails, including Great River Road, making this rally one of a kind.
We have some of the most beautiful riding we have some of the most beautiful riding roads in the country, and so why not spotlight that and embrace that and really highlight that to people and bring them all together and showcase the region.
The rally will be riding out to Viroqua for a veterans breakfast. A summer tradition is back in La Crosse. Here's a live look at day one of Fourth Fridays at Riverside Park. The event brings food and drink vendors, arts and crafts, live music, and so much more to the downtown La Crosse area. It is free for everyone to attend, and attendees are encouraged to bring blankets and chairs to take in the evening's offerings. It will also be held on July 25th and August 22nd. Coming up, for one family, graduation means everything. A Minnesota teen's battle with brain cancer. After the break.
Out with the olds and in with the deals, only at Wesco Home. It's our inventory clearance event with up to 50% off furniture. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
We want every meal
to be filled with big bite moments.
Lick the spoon moments.
And even get your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share. From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together
over delicious food.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah!
It's summertime, and the Ford lineup is ready to step into the spotlight. Lights, summer, action. Get great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. Then take advantage of the season. From the built Ford Tough F-150 to the 2024 North American Truck of the Year Super Duty, your local Northland Ford dealers are rolling out the red carpet with exclusive deals on America's best-selling trucks. Get behind the wheel of a new Ford today. Don't wait. Last chance to get employee pricing plus more than $11,000 in total savings on a new 2025 F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
You might say, Rochester, Minnesota. Really? We say yes. Really. Home of Minnesota's highest rated beer. Really. A booming live music scene. Really. One of the country's top rated speakeasies. Really. An oyster bar that farms its own exclusive oysters from the coast of Maine. Really. The perfect blend of big city experiences with small town convenience. This is Rochester, Minnesota. Really.
Out with the old and in with the deals, only at Wesco Home. It's our inventory clearance event with up to 50% off bedroom sets and mattresses. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
A young man in Minnesota who's battling a rare form of cancer was told that he might not live to graduate high school. On Tuesday, Gabe Kessel proved doctors wrong. Audrey Russo caught the sights and sounds of that moment.
I'm just excited.
That's him. I know my boy.
A new era is about to begin with nothing but opportunity lying ahead.
I mean, for me, it's just more treatments. And I'm not going to schools or getting a job because I have to focus on beating cancer first.
I hereby declare that these students are eligible to receive their diplomas.
I had a second tumor show up on one of my MRIs.
And that disqualified him from the CAR-T trial down in Texas. But the University of Minnesota is doing a trial, reinforces your push to be that parent that does everything for their children.
You must always remember, once a bear, always a bear.
There's already backups to this one if this one doesn't work, and a backup to the other backup. So we're all in for the fight.
Today marks a significant milestone in our lives.
Are you crying yet? Up, you're crying.
I feel great, actually. No medicines going through my veins or anything. My appetite's back.
Gabriel Michael Kessel.
You know, every parent envisions their child graduating high school, and when you're in a reality where graduating high school is the milestone.
Graduates, please stand.
It humbles you.
It is our honor to officially present to you the White Bear Lake Area High School Class of 2025.
It feels good. It does. I can't wait to be a grown-up.
What a win. A big congrats to him. We'll have more news ahead, but first,
we definitely have warm and humid conditions, maybe not like last weekend, but it's still going to be warm and humid out there. But we also got severe storms to talk about. We'll explain all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
How do you find the best personal injury lawyer? You ask other lawyers. Every partner at Bygoff and Rohde has been ranked in the top 5% by their peers. Hire the MVPs of personal injury. Call BGR.
Look, a perfect sandwich symphony. Nothing could be better. Okay, it just got better.
Mix and match a Quarter Pounder with cheese, a Big Mac, or other favorites. Get any two for $7.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Now's the time for a great deal on the new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 CR-V.
It's here, the 4th of July sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the perfect time to save with store-wide sale prices, 48-month special financing, and free gas. Only at Drury's will you find beautifully tailored sofas and chairs, handcrafted bedrooms and dining rooms, a huge selection of premium leather, and the designers to help you put it all together. Great sale prices, 48-month special financing, and even free gas. The 4th of July sale happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Plastic lattice panels are durable, low maintenance, and easy to install. They're great for deck skirting, garden trellises, and creating privacy walls. Get white plastic lattice panels for $14.99 after rebate. Make landscaping simple with our free design program and step-by-step project guides. Plus, get an 11% rebate on the largest selection of concrete landscaping blocks in stock and ready to take home today.
Save big money at Menards.
This is Arby's $7 Euro meal. Do the Greeks have a god of meats? If they don't, is there a form we need to fill out? A number to call? Arby's, we have the meats.
Some decisions you can make quickly. I'm all in. But when you're hiring a personal injury lawyer, trust me, you're gonna win big. Do your research and object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
Yeah, we do definitely have the humidity coming back and the warm temperatures. Once again, not like we had last weekend where we had almost mid-90s and heat index over 100, but it will be warm and humid out there too. But in the meantime, for tonight, given all the saturated ground that we have and the rainfall that we saw, we do have an opportunity to see some dense fog. They saw it further out to the west last night, so I think we will see some areas get down below maybe 1 mile. Really, if you want to see classified as fog, it's usually a half mile or less. So it'd be haze, mist at 1 to 3 miles. A lot of areas will see that. You could get as low as a quarter of a mile at times. Probably will start lifting about 7 to 8 a.m. So the threat is there. It's not going to be widespread, but you could see pockets if you're driving around tomorrow morning. Now, once we get past that, we have a lot of thunderstorm activity going on, and it's really kind of complex. But mentioned, it's going to be warm and weekend. We could see some 90s tomorrow for some areas. Other areas will stay in the 80s. As we mentioned, we still got the storms coming there. Severe storms possible this weekend. The good news is if you want some dry and more seasonable conditions, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look more seasonable. Unfortunately, we do have showers and thunderstorms returning for the 4th of July weekend. We'll break that down as we get closer to an event, but it does look to have that coming back. Now, this complex situation this weekend really is going to change, so definitely have your app handy. Look at the radar, look outside a lot of times, because we're going to have rounds of storms coming through, and one round will impact the next round, exactly where it happens and the timing, because you're going to have outflow boundaries and that. So there's really a low confidence in when these storms will develop. It also impacts your temperature forecast with the cloud cover. So temperatures can do some pretty big swings. When you get a little sun, they jump up and they'll cool back down. So those two things are really low confidence, so we'll try to hammer this out a little bit detailed wise. The first one that comes through should be severe, but we do have a complex driving through Minneapolis at some point 8. It'll be in this area if it holds together sometime around 8 to about 11 as you see this line come through. A little bit of a bow shape there, so we could have some gusty winds come through, and the better chance of this is probably west of the Mississippi as it dives southeastward, but we might see showers or light rain, even rumble thunder coming through, and that should eventually die down. Now, there's an opportunity that may actually not develop and it may fall apart, which that could happen. If that doesn't and we don't get the rainfall in the morning, we'll have to keep an eye on this boundary that'll be sitting right over just north of I-90 through tomorrow afternoon. You could see showers and thunderstorms quickly develop, as you see right here, that could explode and come quickly to the southeast of the area with more development further to the northwest. That could be a possibility, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Better chance we're going to see the thunderstorms developing Saturday evening and night along that boundary up towards I-94 before we have a system drive south Saturday night. So a lot to contend with. There is a severe risk for that for going into, that's not Wednesday night, that's actually Saturday night. We'll have to keep an eye on that Saturday night for wind threat. Then as we go to Sunday, we have the opportunity for the cold front to come through. That looks to be afternoon or evening possibility, but it shifts further south and east, so Eau Claire probably has lesser of a chance to see that severe threat. It'll be more further south. That we'll have to contend with also too. Now temperatures, I said, low confidence. Tomorrow I think we will see better confidence that we're going to have some 90s out there, but the morning cloud cover could play a factor in afternoon thunderstorms, keep these temperatures down a little bit. So We'll see what happens. Sunday's even lower confidence because we have a lot of cloud cover, periods of storms coming through. So depending on timing, we might be in the low 80s or upper 80s. So stay tuned for temperatures on that. But we do have the severe possibility through the weekend. So definitely have your app handy and stay tuned for updates throughout the weekend. Refreshing temperatures next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Unfortunately, showers and thunderstorms do come back in Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, it's the 4th of July weekend. So more to come on that as we get closer to that.
Well, fingers crossed it will let up by then. Okay, thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, one former Badger big man will have his shot to make an NBA roster. Plus, reaction from the Bucks front office on their lone pick in the draft last night. Jacob is up next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Farmers and rural homeowners, is it a pain to make time for Saturday trips to your town dump? Big Hook has a low-cost, convenient solution. Starting at less than $2 per day, we'll leave you a small dumpster and dump it monthly. Call Mike today.
Up to 60% off list at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Check out our new Lazy Boy Freedom to Choose sale. 6 select recliners, just $4.99 each. An explosive deal. Get an Ashley sofa for just $3.49, our lowest price of the year. Get a luxurious corduroy sectional for just $9.99. A Sealy Queen mattress starting at just $2.99. No one sells Sealy for less. Hurry, the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland ends soon.
At Maury's, we believe in being more than an auto dealership. We believe in celebrating change when life happens and new adventures begin, in affecting it for good in our communities where we're called to serve, because change can be good. And as your life changes, we'll be there for you, whether you're buying, servicing, or selling. And right now, Maury's is buying cars daily. Bring your vehicle with the title and we'll issue you a check within 30 minutes. Maury's, more than an auto dealership. Let's move forward together.
We're fired up for the 4th at Fleet Farm with deals that'll help you celebrate in style. Save $200 on a Traeger Woodridge pellet grill. On sale now for $699.99. Stay hydrated with 8 packs of Gatorade, 2 for $15. And get 1-gallon 4-packs of Liquid Pool Shock for just $14.99. Get ready for Independence Day with these specials and more at your local Fleet Farm. And check out all the items in our weekly ad, backed by our best price guarantee at fleetfarm.com.
Farmers and rural homeowners, is it a pain to make time for Saturday trips to your town dump? Big Hook has a low-cost, convenient solution. Starting at less than $2 per day, we'll leave you a small dumpster and dump it monthly. Call Mike today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, the NBA draft has come and gone, and with free agency opening in just 3 days, teams will be in the process of rounding out their roster for the upcoming season. The Bucks will have some decisions to make, and one of those will be if their newest draft pick, Bogolyub Markovic, will be on the team this season, or if Bucks management will decide to stash him to let him develop. Regardless, the front office was shocked to see him available at number 47.
He was a player that we had ranked higher. Did not think that he was going to be there, and we were surprised when he was. So we were really ecstatic about that. A player that is really got nice size, athletic, can shoot the ball, really good basketball IQ, and a good feel for the game.
It is a dream come true for Markovic, who's known he's wanted to be an NBA player for quite some time now. All right, well, he said, since I've been playing basketball in first grade, when the teacher asked, what do you want to do in your life? I said without any thought he wanted to be in the NBA. Fans will see him on the Bucks Summer League team here in less than 2 weeks as Milwaukee opens up play Saturday, July 10th against the Nuggets in Vegas. And we saw last night where Cam Jones and John Tonje are headed, and Steven Crowl will once again be Tonje's teammate as he will join the Jazz on an Exhibit 10 contract. That means Crowl will now participate in training camp and likely the Summer League, and if he can remain on the team with Tonje, they will join another former Badger, Micah Potter. And after an off day yesterday, the Brewers set to begin a 3-game series with the Rockies from Milwaukee beginning at 7-10. Milwaukee is 7-3 in their last 10 games. Meanwhile, it's been a struggle for Colorado this year as they have the worst record in the majors at 18-63. Kyle Freeland and Jose Quintana are the scheduled starters. This game marking the halfway point this season for the Crew. Back to the Bucs draft pick. One thing I like, he is young. He's 19, going to be 20 next month, but he has experience against fully grown adults, pros overseas. So that is one good thing going forward.
And he's 6'11". That's going to definitely help us
another thing
out.
that's going to help a lot. But we'll see what happens if he plays for the Bucs or stays in Serbia this next year. So
and when he got drafted, he was way more enthused than that picture you
that was
showed right now.
not the best still shot there, but hey, that's technology.
Good for some laughs there, right? Okay, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is going on now. Create your stylish summer sanctuary for less with Hot Buys now just $6.99. For a limited time, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide. Shop more Stars and Stripes deals in store and online. Only at Ashley.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save. Get $4,250 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, $2,250 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
It's the summer of savings at Hy-Vee, your backyard barbecue headquarters. Save this Friday through Sunday on 8-ounce pork chops, 3 for just $5. Candy cantaloupe, just $1.99. Van Camp's pork and beans, just 77 cents. John Morrell Franks, just 97 cents. Ballpark buns, just $1.99. Get Lay's chips, Blue Bunny novelties, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with 0% interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Shop in store and online today. Only at Ashley.
Yeah, we have the alert day conditions going up for Saturday night and to Sunday. There's a couple rounds of thunderstorms Saturday night to Sunday. Saturday night one's more for north of I-90. Sunday is really more south of Eau Claire as a cold front comes through. This could change. Damaging winds is the main threat, so stay tuned for further updates on that. The entire weekend won't see that. Temperatures tomorrow could see some 90s. It also depends on cloud cover, how much it lingers in the morning. It will be more humid. That's definitely the one thing. And then Sunday, we'll have more humidity still there, but then the cold front comes through. Refreshing temperatures Monday through Wednesday, close to seasonable. And then we do have showers and storms coming back right now for the 4th of July weekend. We'll kind of time that out better right now. I would say right now, given the time of year, it's going to be a night to early morning time frame, probably for a lot of the activity.
Not too bad.
But that could change.
If we count Sunday, that 7-day stretch is a lot of alert days for the last 7 days.
That's a lot. I know it's like we're not out of the clear quite yet.
Not yet.
Still coming in.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you.